There's an adventure guide for Elden Ring. What's this? What's this? There's color everywhere. Actually, no. There's no color at all. What is this? I need to put this over here. Burp. What is this? I have no idea. An adventure guide? What is an adventure guide? I guess we're gonna see what this is. Oh! This tells you a bit about the game's lore and everything. Okay, let's start from the beginning then. It happened an age ago, but when I recall it, I see it true. On a night of wintry fog, the rune of death was stolen, and the demigods began to fall, starting with Godwyn the Golden. Queen Marika was driven to the brink. The shattering ensued, a war that wrought only darkness. The Elden Ring was broken, but by whom and why? What could the demigods ever hope to win by warring? The conqueror of the stars, General Radahn, and the blade of Michaela, Malchnia the Severed. These two were the mightiest to remain, and locked hours in combat, but there would be no victor. And so we inhabit a fractured world, awaiting the arrival of the Elden Lord. Unless, of course, thou shouldst take the crown? The lands between, a land once blessed by the Erd Tree. Since the Elden Ring was broken, it has been rife with curses and misfortune. How to travel the lands between? The lands between is a large place that seamlessly connects many areas. First, aim to find the site of grace, an exploration space and place to rest and level up, to expand the breadth of your exploration. Legacy, giant dungeons built in complicated vertical patterns. Rich adventure and powerful enemies await. Caves. These natural caves can sometimes house dangerous creatures. Light is limited, so you want a torch when exploring them. Underground crypts. Crypts built by persons unknown. Some have traps to ward off intruders. Also beware of enemies pretending to be stone statues. Mine. Shafts dug by miners. Many of them go deep and have multiple layers. The ore is alluring, but don't get in the miner's way. Guide for travelers of the land between. Basic knowledge of surviving the many threats of the land between. Map. Review sites of grace and dungeons you discovered. You mark points of interest with pillars of light. Sites of grace, bases that give comfort and guidance to the Tarnished that exist in each land. Sites of grace can be found where light gathers. Light that guides the Tarnished to the path they should take. When you are unsure of where to go, follow the guidance. Spectral Steed. A Spectral Steed torrent, inherited from Melina. It is very maneuverable, and mounted combat is possible. Very helpful when exploring large fields. Expanding the map. Obtain map fragments from steles from steles you find along the road. Getting these fragments adds details to the map. Scarabs. Defeat a scarlet or blue scarab to recover your uses of flasks of the corresponding color. Some scarabs also give you precious items. Stakes of Marika. Statues to the Queen Marika. If you die near a stake of Marika, you can choose to be revived there. Bird's eye telescopes. Telescopes that let you view the surrounding area from a high vantage point. Hugh, a blacksmith bound by chains. He forges weapons for the Tarnished. Melina, the maiden who guides the Tarnished and a girl who offers trades to the player. She can turn rune fragments into strength for the player. Summoning pools. Idols where cooperative and competitive summon signs gather. Imp statues. Sealed statues. The seal can be broken with the right key. Calais, a traveling merchant who makes a living off selling items to the Tarnished. Purchases crafting kit to create items yourself. Suggested item crafting. With a crafting kit, you can combine materials you gather to make items anytime. Item crafting may open some paths. Gold pickled fowlfoot temporarily boosts rune acquisition. Furl calling finger remedy reveals cooperative and competitive summoning signs. Staunching boluses relieves impending hemorrhage. Fire grease coats weapon, inflicting fire damage. Roa raisin on horseback, feed to Spectral Steed to restore HP. Bone dart, throw at enemy to inflict damage. Fire pot, throw at enemies to inflict fire damage. Pickled turtleneck, temporarily boosts stamina recovery. Featherbone arrow, thin, whittled animal bone with feather fletchings. Rainbow stone, shines with colored light when placed, serving as a guide. Limgrave Area Guide. Introducing the areas of Limgrave, the setting of the game's opening. Church of Ele. The church standing to the north of the First Step, site of grace. A traveling merchant, Kele, is selling his wares. Achiel Lake. A lake named after the dragon that lives in this area. There are mines beside the lake where various ores can be found. Stormville Castle. A castle that stands on a precipice ravaged by storms. Godric the Grafted, deformed by age, waits in its depths. Stormgate, a barrier built on the road to Stormville Castle. The capital knights have made a base at the ruins that spread before it. Mistwood, a rich forest full of creatures. A lift that leads deep underground exists somewhere in the forest. Castle Morn, a castle standing at Limgrave's southernmost point. The center is on a high wall and cannot be seen into from the outside. Round Table, the gathering place for the Tarnished who seek the Elden Ring. If you are worthy to be summoned, you may be able to visit. Well, this has been fascinating. So there are heroes, warriors, vagabonds, confessors, prisoners, astrologers, prophets, samurai, bandits, and wretches. Fascinating. And they're essentially showing, hey, there's pretty much no armor difference between any of these. So I'm guessing we probably spawn down here. Or that's where we work our way down to there? It's hard to tell. Yes. Wow. It's time to seek the Elden Ring. It's here. I did not plan that ahead. I did not time that. That's just how the timing worked. so excited, and I definitely read everything that was in there. I definitely do recommend, if you have time to read those, and if you have the patience. Welcome to the online multiplayer world of Elden Ring. Okay. System. Okay, I'll keep it at 4. That one at 8. I want to play offline. Except that's it's part of the experience. So this is going to be my first time playing a From Software game completely blind since Dark Souls 2. And Dark Souls 2, I may not have been completely blind for, but I definitely didn't play it at the peak of its popularity. But we're going to find out exactly what this game is like. Alright. How do I go offline? Nah. Oh wait, no. Yeah, I selected play online. I'll keep it at 5. It looks like you guys should be able to see it alright, but it will get darker because of YouTube, so that is something to keep in mind. Keep that, keep that. No. I'll keep that on for right now, but I might turn that off. Ah, of course. I have not decided on what kind of character I want to play as. I wonder how many people will choose this. No. That looks like a paladin of sorts. That's like assassin from Dark Souls. I don't know what stereotype that, well, what archetype that is. Prophet is definitely a cleric. Mage. Probably dexterity. Strength. Mixed and health. I don't know. Type B. Vigor is high. Mind is pretty good. Endurance is decent. Strength and dexterity are both pretty good. Intelligence and faith are they're on the lower side though. And arcane is low. So arcane and intelligence are different. I'm guessing arcane goes with governing discovery, holy defense, vitality, and certain sorceries and incantations. Okay, so those faith scaling, so attribute required to perform sacred incantations, also boosts magic power of faith scaling incantations, which is standard. I also need to tweak my microphone, my audio just a wee bit. Just give me 1 second to... There we go. That should be better now. Intelligence required to perform glintstone sorceries. Also boosts magic power of intelligence scaling sorceries and improves magic resistance. Dexterity, attribute required to wield advanced armaments. Also boosts attack power of dexterity scaling armaments, reduces casting time of spells, softens fall damage, and makes it harder to be knocked off your horse. Strength. Attribute required to wield heavy armaments. That also boosts attack power of strength scaling armaments and affects your physical defense. Endurance is the attribute governing stamina, also affects robustness. This attribute also determines how heavy your equipment can be. Thank you! I am so happy. I am so happy that they're doing this again, because this has not been the case since like Dark Souls 1. They've always had a separate stat for armor since Dark Souls 1. Like Dark Souls 2 and 3 were both like vitality was whether you what you can wear. Vigor was your health, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be so much better now. I don't have to level up 3 things to boost my stats. Like, I don't have to worry about my health, my stamina, and my armor. Mind, attribute that determines focus power, also, well, FP, also affects focus. Vigor, attribute governing HP, also affects fire resistance and immunity. A cumulative figure that represents overall attribute strength. You can level up using runes. So this one is high vigor and high strength and dexterity. Yes. Ah, here we go. Okay, so if you press Y on an Xbox controller, you can see what their stats are and what their starting weapons are. I want something with high dexterity, so looks like the warrior is high dexterity, and the hero is high strength. Okay. Oopsies. I meant body type B. There we go. Let's go with mature. Origin is warrior. Why even have the other thing as an option then? Increases maximum HP, which is probably like only a 5% increase. Lands between rune. The gold. Okay, sorry. Okay. No keepsake. The past has been well and truly left behind. A medallion inlaid with crimson amber. Increases maximum HP. The gold of grace shining in the eyes of the people of the lands between. Used to gain many runes. A golden seed washed ashore from the lands between. Said to reinforce sacred flask. What? Either these things are everywhere by comparison to like Estus shards, or this is... I'm wondering what this actually does now. The ashes of small diminutive golems. Ashes are said to hold spirits within. The fanged imp ashes. Cracked pot. 3 strange cracked pots that somehow mend themselves. A container for certain thrown items. That sounds... So you can have these 3 pots and keep filling them with fire. And then you have unlimited fire bombs as long as you have the ingredients. Stone sword key. 2 stone keys shaped like swords. Breaks the seal on imp statues, but can only be used once. Bewitching branch. 5 sacred branches charged with beguiling power. Said to originate from the demigod Miquella. 5 pieces of boiled prawn. Boosts physical damage negation. Shabiri's woe. The crazed likeness of a noble whose eyes have been gouged out. Attracts enemies' aggression. Well, starting off with more currency / leveling, that sounds like a great idea. But cracked pots actually sound pretty good too. Or a stone sword key. Because, like, if you need these on for imp statues, how good are imp statues then? That's my question. Let's go ahead and gain many runes, because I know for sure I will be able to use this without too much concern. Oh my goodness. So there's warrior. The most common face among the Tarnished. After all, they all were warriors once. The face of an austere pilgrim. Eh. It does not let me zoom onto the character's face. Never mind. The face of an austere pilgrim. There are many roads to truth. A regal face found among those who claim noble blood in the lands between. A face found among a proud and seclusive tribe of folk, well versed in ancient legends and heresies alike. She is ripped. Northerner. A face found among the hardy people of the unforgiving north. Some say they're descended from giants. The face of one who wanders the seas in search of their home in the lands between. A face from the faraway, isolated land of reeds, where blood is a familiar sight. Oh, wait, what? The stony face of the people of the ancient dragons, among whom life is typically short. The features of those known as night folk. Few in number, they were said to bleed silver long ago. The face of the Numen, supposed descendants of denizens of another world, long lived but seldom born. Let's actually go for seafarer, and then detail. I'll go with 1. Oh, that's okay. I thought that was like a slider. That is not a slider. Alter face and hair. Let's first do hair. That's just a mess. That hair is such a mess. Like, that would be so annoying to have. I do wish that this wasn't, like, clean shaven on the sides. I do wish it was, like, there was some hair on the sides, not just completely clean shaven, but oh well. Let's go for this hairstyle. Either that or this one. Yeah, no, let's go for this hairstyle. Color. Oh, goodness. This is like the most in-depth creator that they have. Oh my goodness. see. Let's go for more of a dark green. Actually, yeah, I like that green. Like a cactus green of sorts. Luster. Ah, how reflective and shiny it looks. Root darkness. I actually do like the root darkness. White hairs. That's cool. In lighter hair, you don't really see it. But in darker hair, you definitely do. That's cool. Eyebrows. I'm going to be spending like another 30 minutes here, aren't I? Facial hair, beard, 0, please, thank you very much. Eyelashes. I'm good with them being brown. I don't even see them. Actually, no. I think eyelashes should be black. Eyes. Now these. I've not thought through what I want for my character, so... Clouding. Oh, that is cool. That's really cool. Okay, I like that color. Yeah, I can keep that white. Features, pores. I don't actually see the difference happening. Luster. Again, the shininess. Dark circles. A little bit less. Dark circle color I'm gonna leave because I'm not good with judging that kind of guess. I said what I said and I didn't understand what I was saying. Oh, it decides how far out your eyeliner goes. No. Who has time for that? So this does make it help give a haunted look of sorts. No lipstick. Tattoo or ooh, ow. That looks familiar. But if anything, I'm going to go with this. There we go. And then change the angle yet again. There we go. Yeah, that's good. You can go with eye patches. That's cool. Tattoo mark looks good. I do kind of want to go with a barn, but that'll be another character. Face structure. Let's just go with similar face. That looks like a good face. Let's keep that one in mind. Yeah, I like that. Yes, I like muscular. Why not? Okay, name time. I often go for the A names. I don't know why. I'll just go seek out this Elden Ring.